everyone, welcome. So happy to see you all. Thank you for joining. I'm doing my famous exes live for the week. I've been back to doing my weekly lives because I published my first app that I coded myself. I'm so proud of myself. Very happy. I'm actually going to share something about it really quickly, and then we'll get into the reading. So let me just show you guys this, and then we'll get into the reading. Okay, thanks for watching that, everybody. It's called I Love Me 30 Days of Self Love. It's an affirmation, and you click on whatever you're going through, and you get sent notifications every day about it. So I would love the support. Yeah, so check it out. It's only on Apple right now. I'm working on getting on Android too. Okay, so nice to see you all. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so nice to see you all. How's everybody doing? Let me check out the comment section. Hi, Gwendolyn. How are you? So nice to see you. Oh my gosh, really, really nice to see you. I'm so glad you can make it. I haven't done a live, other than last week, I haven't done a proper live in months. I say 2-3 months because I was working on this app and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah. It will not let you create an account. For the app? You shouldn't have to need to create an account. If you're not letting you. If you have Apple, it should be fine. You just buy it. I haven't heard of that. Nobody else has had that issue. I've had a few people buy it. So I appreciate the feedback. Just can you tell me more about what's going on? Okay, so let's get into it. So I'm just saying I have more time now that my first app is published. I'm really happy. Yeah, really, really happy that it's done. Spent 2 years in school. Been a lot. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. So I can get back to doing tarot. I'm not doing personal readings anymore, everybody. I have anemia, so I have to really watch out with my health. My energy gets very low sometimes. So I've decided to not do personal readings, at least for the near future. We will see what happens, especially because I'm coding a lot. It takes up a lot of my energy, but we'll see. I might do personal readings, but I will continue this YouTube channel for as long as I feel like it. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I can see a lot of you joining. I have Apple and did purchase it. Thank you. Thank you for purchasing it. But what was it telling you? It's telling you couldn't create an account. It's the first time I've heard that. Can you message me on Instagram, please, Gwendolyn, and I can help you? Because that's the first time. I went through like 3 weeks of, because Apple development has a team you work with. We went through 3 weeks of checking everything, and everything seemed okay. It does happen where problems happen in apps, but I just want to clear the problem if there is one. Okay, so let's get into this reading. I'm really excited to have you all. I'm going to start off with this wonderful couple, ex-couple, poor people, not poor people, but you know what I mean. I feel for them. Sophie, Turner, and Jonas. So let me pull up the chart. I've done many readings on them before, but let me pull up the charts so that you all can see. I'll start with Sophie. So Sophie is a sun in Pisces. I do remember that. Moon in Aries. Can't find her rising, but her Venus is in Aries too. Very interesting. I remember him being a Leo, and I was like, Leo and Pisces is like the opposite. They are not meant for each other at all. We're not meant for each other at all. I don't like to say that about lost couples, but I'll say that about this couple. Pisces and Leo is a no-no, absolute no-no. I've never heard of it working out. So he's a Sun in Leo, like I said. We're actually the same age. It's so crazy to me. I saw him at the gym because I used to go to Equinox. I don't want to say which one because I still go around there and I don't want people to know my whereabouts. But I used to go to Equinox and I saw him in Miami, in Equinox in Miami. And I saw him, he went to that gym that I went to. So I saw him and he looked very young, very, very young. So I was shocked he's my age. I mean, people don't think I'm 36 either. But, and I suppose 36 is still young, but I thought when I saw him, I was like, oh my gosh, he looks so young. I thought he was like 25, 26. He looks very good. Very, very good. So and he's got like very clear skin. Very, very clear skin. So Sun is in Leo, Moon is in Aquarius. Interesting. Rising in Libra. Wow. And his Venus is in Virgo. I can see the rising in Libra, actually. I can definitely see that. So let's get into this. So just from the charts, I can already tell, and I have done readings on them before, where I feel like he was very dominant and she kind of didn't really have a voice. My aunt is Sun in Leo. My grandfather was a Sun in Leo. I was very close to my grandfather, so I used to always think, because of my grandfather, that I would marry a Leo because he was such an amazing human being. Oh my gosh, that man. His birthday was the 13th of August. It was early August. I can't remember exactly. But he was such a gentleman, my grandfather. Utter gentleman. So I always used to think, me being young, I was like, I'm going to marry Leo. I was like, I'm going to marry Leo. I'm going to marry Leo. Like my grandfather. And the positive traits that I see in Leos, they're so kind. They can be so kind and generous. Like my aunt is like that. My grandfather was like that. Just so noble people. But on the other side of that, I've seen some very narcissistic Leos. Like dark stuff. Selfish, mean, toxic. Absolutely toxic. And every sign has its toxic traits. But with Leos, it's, I feel like, more pronounced sometimes because they are ruled by the sun. And the sun is this planet of ego. So the egos can be very out there and just like a lion, when a lion is happy and it's full of pride, it roars, everybody has to hear it. But when a lion is sad and down, you can tell. So automatically, the energy that I get when I see the charts, or when I read the charts, not just the energy, I see that he is very dominant. And what he said had to go. That's just what I get. So let's see. How are they now? Because I've done many readings on them. I don't fully remember all the readings because I do a lot of readings. But I do remember him trying to kind of be manipulative. And he was the one that ended, which is very... I wouldn't be surprised if he has some narcissistic personality disorder. I wouldn't be surprised. Not anything from what I met him. I actually didn't get any energy because I was on a machine. I'm going to explain to you how I saw him. I was on a machine. I was on the Soul Cycle bike because I love the Soul Cycle bike. That's why I joined Equinox. And he was on a machine in front of me and he went around. And then I looked up and I saw people looking at him and I was like, oh, that must be somebody famous. And I looked closer and I saw that it was Jonas. So I didn't really get any energy. I didn't really get anything. He seemed like a kid. He seemed very young, actually. But it was him. He's not as tall as I thought. I thought he was taller. But height doesn't really matter. So I don't want to focus on that. I was like, oh, I thought he was taller. And I met, aside from that, just about height, I met Robbie Williams the other day, like 2 months ago, the singer. And I thought he was short. He's actually very tall. He's like 6 foot. I was so shocked. I was shocked about his height, not about him. I think he probably thought I was shocked at his height. But I was like, Robbie Williams is tall? And I grew up listening to his music. I always thought he was my height because I'm 5'6" and a half. I always thought he was like 5'7", but he's like 6 foot. But anyways, so when I did their readings, Sophie Turner and Jonas, I see that he had a hold over her. I think they met when she was very young and kind of naive. Sun and Pisces women can be so sweet, but they can be very jaded because I think there's a trend of Sun and Pisces women. When they fall very deeply. So when they're younger, they tend to be very naive. They tend to trust the wrong people, and then really bad things happen to them. I think bad things happen to everybody, but they take it to heart, and it shapes who they are, it changes who they are, and they become very jaded. So with Five of Swords, King of Cups, and Seven of Wands, I see, especially with Seven of Wands, she is thinking, this is never going to happen to me again. I'm never going to be blindsided. I see that there's a new person in her life, but she's being very diligent with him. I think he's English. You guys might know. I say this all the time. I watch reality TV. That's my thing. People get shocked that I watch reality TV because I don't. I guess I don't seem like the type to watch reality TV, but I love reality TV. So that's what I focus on. I don't focus on other celebrity stuff. So if this has happened, if it's been revealed, this is new to me. But I see her being in a new romantic situation, and she's being very diligent. She's wanted this person to come into her life. It might be like a childhood friend, they've known each other for a while, but she's being very diligent because she doesn't want to happen what happened in the past to happen to her now. So let's see. I also see him trying to. She has a very protective father. I think her father might be similar to Taylor Swift's father, where he's very no nonsense. And I see her being protected by him. He was trying to do like a smear campaign against her, but they caught onto it and they nipped it in the butt. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the Moon, and told her just focus on your work, don't do anything. Focus on your work, and that's it. And that's what she did. That's what she did. And with the Moon, she was very careful. She told things too. Good for her. Good for her. But she was heartbroken. She still is. Oh, Five of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. She still is, but she's diverting it. I see her doing yoga, getting healthy, and I'm proud of her. It's been, what, 2 years since that happened? It's been 2 years. Because I remember it was Love. I'm obsessed with Love Island. So I remember it was around the same time Love Island was around. So it was 2 years from today, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was 2 years, right, when they broke up? Because I remember it being around Love Island. It's like I gauge. I gauge time. Okay, hello. Hi, Miss J. How are you? It's been a while. Nice to see you. Hi, Via, my sweetheart. Yes, I know you are. I know you're Sun and Pisces. You're such a sweetheart. That's the thing. Sun and Pisces can be very sweet. I've been hurt by a lot of male Sun and Pisces, but a few Sun and Pisces women. The thing is, Sun and Pisces women in general try to not be jaded. Try to focus on positivity, being kind, and being good to yourself and to other people. Focus on positivity. Yes, I haven't called live in a while. Yeah, because I haven't been live. Last week I went live, but before that it's been about 2 months, 3 months. Because I was working on my app and I had very little. I've been coding like 5 hours a day, plus working. So sorry that I'm late. Oh, please don't be sorry. Are you kidding me? I'm late because I was supposed to start at 10. So thank you. I never go by time with these lives. Okay, so let's get into the next couple. Unless anybody has anything to say, any questions or anything. The next couple is Vanessa Hudgens and Austin Butler. I say it all the time. I think he's my Leo crush because he's the son of Leo. Except he's too young for me. I just like to look at him, but I wouldn't do anything with him. Okay, let me show his chart. Actually, let me start with her chart. Hold on a minute. I remember her being a fire sign too. Okay, so she's a Sun in Sagittarius, Moon in Pisces, Rising in Leo. I can see that. I thought she was a Leo actually. Leo prone charts have like lion faces, and she gives me like lioness face. You see, like her face is very lioness. Yeah, just FYI. Okay, and let's look at his chart. Oh, so he's 2 years younger than I am. I thought he was a lot younger. Okay, Sun in Leo, Moon in Sagittarius, and rising in Taurus. Venus is a Virgo. Very interesting. And they broke up, right? Him and Kaya, they broke up. I predicted that they'd break up. Not because I think he's cute. I say this all the time. I just predicted it. I think he's cute too, right? Yeah, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. He's too young for me though. I like, his face is too young. He's very good looking. Right? I don't like young faces. I like kind of older, rugged. Me too. I love them together. Oh yeah, me too. I never really knew that they were together. My sister was very into High School Musical, and Disney in general. Um, Also has a new movie. Yes, I predicted a lot. I saw somebody sent me actually through Instagram. A lot of you guys send me messages, which when I have time to check, I check. And I feel so bad sometimes. I go a week without checking my messages and my emails. I feel so bad. But please no, I do appreciate them. And somebody sent me a message like 2 weeks ago that he has a new movie coming out, which is very similar to the one I predicted. So I think it was that one. So from the chart, I automatically get he'll be 34 in August. Yes, he will be. Still, I don't know. He just has a young face, and trust me, he's not for me. I don't think I'd ever date another famous person again. I don't think that's my path in life. But I just can look at somebody and think that person is cute. That person's attractive. But he has a very young face. Very young face. They were perfect together. Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet. I didn't even know that they were together, but I can see from their charts. I think you would reconsider if he maybe if he had a beard. Maybe. I don't know. I've dated older guys, younger guys, my age, and I tend to like more older guys. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I can appreciate if a guy's like 25 and older, because I think below 25 is young. But if a guy's 25 or older, I can appreciate, okay, that guy's good looking. But still not really be into that. Like that. I tend to prefer older men, at least 40 to me. Okay, so let's get into it. And now that I'm getting older, I'm like at least 45 at this point. Just kidding. Okay, so the energy that I pick up, I forgot to say is about the chance because I'm distracted by his looks. But the energy that I get is that it seems like a friendship more type. Which Sagittarius, they do tend to go for people that they're friends with. But I get very friendship. I get very kind of like kindred spirits types. People that would just hanging out, having fun, no bad blood. So let's see, where are they now? Okay, so I don't think anything really bad happened. Let me change the stage and then I'll tell you what I think. I don't think anything bad happened. I don't think there was any bad blood. The Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, obviously it did hurt because I think they were together for I get like 5 years. You guys can tell me because you guys know more than I do. I was never into Disney. Let me not say that. I didn't like the Disney live shows. Like he was on a Disney show, right? So was she. Obviously, it's High School Musical, but I was never into like the Disney shows that had people. I prefer animation to Disney. I loved Kim Possible. I love all the animations I love from Disney until I was about 15, 16, and Nickelodeon too. But when it comes to live action Disney stuff, I don't really pay attention. So I believe he was in a Disney, if you guys can tell me in the comment section. Um, so I didn't really know a lot about them. But yeah, I get 5 years. I get 5 years. That's what I got. Yeah, I said 5 years, but I get strongly 5 years. And the number numerology, the number 5 is about change, big changes, and I think that they taught one another a lot about themselves. I think it was kind of like looking at a mirror. If you even look at the charts, there's a lot of fire in both the charts. Uh, Virgo, fire, and she has some Scorpio. So lots of fire in both of their charts, and I think that it was kind of like looking in a mirror and seeing I do this. Like they were kind of like it's somewhat weird because I never like to say people are brothers and sisters and sleeping together, but they have very similar energy, and they were basically twin flames. I believe twin flames come into your life to teach you a lesson, and I really think that they learned both big lessons. 4 of Pentacles, the strength, 10 of Pentacles, and it seems like she wanted to work a lot. Something I can see did happen that involves a boundary that I don't break because it's something that only a woman should speak about, but I see that happening and that changing the dynamic of their relationship. I don't want to get into it because that is her business to tell one day if she wants to. But I see something happening that made them shift the relationship dynamic. Yeah. But I think that they meant well for each other. Not everybody is meant to be together forever, and it's totally fine. I do see though, one day she might tell him he was the one who got away. I do see that. I think that she's going to have not so great relationship. She's going to have. He sounds his energy. I can hear him speaking. The downloads I'm getting. He's very kind to the people around him, and when he speaks to people, he speaks to people with respect and awareness. He has a lot, which is very rare for Leos. Let me tell you, you ever meet a Leo that's aware, hold on to them because it's very rare. So she's going to go through a string of relationships, 3, 4, and realize he was the one for me. And she might try to kind of get him back. He would have already moved on by then. But Sagittarius do that quite often, where they won't appreciate what's in front of them, and then when it leaves, then they realize it was meant to be. King of Cups, 6 of Cups, and 9 of Pentacles, and she's going to try to go after him later on in life. We're going to hear about it. So when her child's like a teenager, because I believe she just had a baby, right? Or we're going to read about it in the bio. We're going to find out somehow that she believes he was the one that got away. But the thing about fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, those 4 signs, and I'm an Aquarius, when we're done in a relationship, we are done. There's no going back. We don't go back at all, ever. Ever, ever, ever. So that's what I have for you guys. Now we'll move on. Unless anybody has anything to say about this relationship, this couple. No? Oh, thank you everybody for joining us. So many of you. Please comment. Taurus here. I can't come for exactly. Big sign. I'm telling you, we never. A quick story. I dated this producer, right? I think I might have told you guys this story in a video before. And people kept saying, you're going to get back together with him because I broke up with him, and then his manager reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let me just be friendly with him because he had kids, and I felt really bad for his kids. And his kids were so sweet, and everybody kept saying. I remember it was just before COVID, and they kept saying, "You're gonna get back together. You're gonna get back together." And I was like, "Trust me, I'm not." And he tried everything, tried absolutely everything to get back together with me, and he even proposed to me, and I still said no. Because I'm telling you, there's something that happens. It's like a switch that goes off. It's like one day I see it, and then something happens, and it's just like nothing can make me go back. Nothing, zero, absolutely nothing. Taurus moon here. I'm not sure how Taurus moon is processed. No. But I know you have a lot of earth in your chart, Brianna. I think the earth in your chart makes you like that. Very to the point, which is good because you're Sun of Pisces and you need earth in your chart. Okay, so let's move on. Unless anybody has anything to say, I'm looking at my monitor on the side too. So I'm looking to the side. Just to explain. Sometimes I see YouTubers, I'm like, why are they doing that? I'm not judging them, I'm just curious. Okay, so let's get to last but not least. Vanessa Paradis. I hope I'm saying her name right. And Johnny Depp. Because I know that she's French. So it'll be Paradis. So I hope I'm saying it right. So it can't have people butcher my name. Okay, so let's read the charts. She used to be that singer. Oh my gosh, when I was a kid. She had that. Well, she was a kid, but it was popular when I was a kid. Taxi. What's that song about a taxi? She used to sing that song. Maybe they'll have it here. Paradis. Yeah, Paradis. Known as a French sing. Joe le Taxi. Yeah, Joe le Taxi. It was a song about her in the taxi. I remember this play on VH1 a lot. A lot, a lot. She kind of looks like Kate Moss, which I find very interesting. But anyways, Kate Moss is another one of his exes. Okay, so let's read her chart and then we'll read his chart. Sun in Capricorn, interesting. Moon in Cancer, interesting. Rising in Scorpio, and Venus in Sagittarius. I can't remember if I've done. Brianne, have I done a reading on them before? I know you've been to every single live I've had since 2 or 3 years ago. So thank you for that. Your loyalty is unmatched. I can't remember if we've done a reading on them before. I don't think I have. I kind of feel like she's a little on the private side, so I don't really want to do anything about her. But somebody messaged me to do. In fact, all of these are recommended that I do, so I decided to do. My sweet Aquarius subscriber messaged me with a whole long list of famous exes, and this is on one of them. So thank you for that. Okay, so his sun is in Gemini, Moon is in Capricorn, and rising is in Leo. So, and Venus is in Taurus. Very interesting. Lots of Earth. Yeah, lots of Earth. Saturn and Aquarius. So I think especially with his Saturn in Aquarius, Venus in Taurus. The Venus in Taurus I can see a lot. I've done a lot of Johnny Depp videos. I've been accurate a lot. About, I'm not saying it's me, I'm just saying in general, I've been accurate a lot. I'm grateful to have this gift of intuition and the use of tarot. It's helped me a lot. And I said that, you've seen my predictions I made about this woman coming into his life. And somebody wrote a very weird comment saying there's something about this woman. I forgot her name. I'm the worst at keeping up with this kind of stuff. Like, literally, I'll read it. Somebody will send it to me. I'll read it, and then it just goes through one ear out the other because I just have no interest. Unless I'm doing a reading on it, I have no interest in like celebrity gossip like that. Unless I can learn from it, then I really care about it. But it was. I'll show you the story about that he had a girlfriend. Let's see. Her name was like Julia something. I don't know if you guys know. Can you guys tell me the story? Oh yeah, it's like Yulia. That's her name, Yulia. Reportedly dating. Um, Let me share this with you guys. I don't know if it's her that I picked up, but some of you have been really upset that that she's saying that they dated. I don't really get involved in this kind of stuff. I don't know why it's so. Okay, here we go. Okay, Johnny Depp is reportedly dating Russian model and beautician Yulia Vlasova. Um, she is 28 years old, making her 33 years younger than the 61-year-old actor. The relationship is described as casual, and they were first spotted together in Prague. And so he's 61. Interesting. I thought he was 60. Yeah, that's what they're saying. I don't see this being her. The one that I saw last year, literally last year, a year ago. Um, she's not to my liking. Has had a tumultuous. I don't know if it's true. Maybe I thought if it's true, but I don't see it being her. This girl, this woman, rather, she's a woman. He is not dating Yulia. Okay, so can you clarify what's going on with all this? Because somebody sent me this whole long. I got actually two comments and an actual DM, not from anybody that's associated, like positively. You don't understand. I got this person messaged me randomly. I'm not gonna divulge, but it was somebody that was not in support of Johnny Depp at all, and it was like very mean. I was like, whoa, you don't know this guy. And the person, I think it might have been the same person that in the comment section, but just said that he's a low life, he's never going to learn. And I was just like, this is a little too much. Somebody that you don't know. So, Mary, thank you so much for writing the comment, by the way, for being subscribed. Mary, I do want to hear what is this story? Because I'm very interested, because I got a lot of comments about it. Okay, so let's get into the chat. So with the chat, I was thinking about that story. Yeah, it just reminded me. I mean, whoever he dates, that's his business. It's not any bearing on me. But I do think that this is not the woman that I see. I see her having dark hair. I've said this before. I've pictured her for 3 years now. Because I was in my old house. I still live in a house. When I first moved to Miami, and I've been in my apartment now for 2 years. So it was 3 years ago, and I've lived somewhere else for a year before that. So it's that long ago. I pictured this woman. I said she is an air sign. Go back and watch, because I've been accurate about everything else. And I said when she's 36, they will meet. I thought it would have happened already. I thought they were going to meet 3 years ago, and I said that. And I think she's English. I think she's English. She has an accent. I see that he likes her accent. He watches her. But anyway, so let's get into this Vanessa, Paradis, and Johnny Depp. So I see here that the energy that I pick up on is that I think there was a lot of cultural differences. Especially with Sun and Capricorn. Sun and Capricorns can be very stubborn. Sorry guys, I must switch off the Prime Day. The Prime Day stuff. Actually, I need to do some shopping tomorrow. Prime Day. Give Jeff Bezos more money. But yeah, so I see that being from the chart. I pick up that she is, especially also, I feel like a lot of French people are very pro France, you know. And I see that, and I don't know anything about the situation. I haven't picked up anything at all. It's the first time I'm doing a reading on them that I can remember. But I see her being very, I need to stay in France. My children need to speak French. I need to have, which is fine, you know, whatever. But as long as the other person is willing to too. I think that he has an energy, especially with being Sun and Gemini, Venus and Taurus, where he falls very hard. I have said this before, and it's hard for him to leave. Very hard for him to leave. I'm very similar. When I get in a relationship, very hard for me to leave. That's why I'm very picky in the beginning. But I think he learns to be picky. But yeah, I think he's learned to be picky. But I see her being very, and it's not bad. You can be like that. I don't think she didn't. She had bad intentions by being like that. I just think there's a lot of every country has its propaganda, right? And every country has things that it promotes. And I've noticed because I grew up with French people. Um, I grew up with French people, and in general, I'm not saying all French people are like this, but in general, there's a lot of pro-France patriotism amongst French people. And I grew up when I lived in South Africa and when I lived in England, I went to British schools where lots of diplomats would send their children, specifically French diplomats. And there was just a lot of my good friends too were French or Belgian, excuse me. And they have a very France is the best, French is the best language, very. Uh, so I can see that energy about her, especially being a Sun and Capricorn. Because Sun and Capricorns tend to have a stubbornness about them, but they don't mean to. They're just very fixed in their thinking. So yeah, that's what I see. So Mary, I saw your comment. I'm gonna do the reading first, and then we can talk about it. So I just want to get. I'm using the Earth Woman Tarot for this, and I used the Muse Tarot for the last one. So some people have said, oh yeah, they think that he cheated when he left, which, I mean, that's his business, I don't like to judge people. I don't see that being the energy. Let's see. When he started dating Amber, the infamous, the infamous Amber. Okay, so I see, I've always pictured this, I have said this before, I saw him in the streets, and I saw he has very sweet energy about him. I say this all the time. My sister had a huge crush on him growing up. She had a huge poster in her room. And I used to always think, him and Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, I don't understand what, not in a bad way. I've just never really been like an A-list type of person. I don't really fall for like, if other people like it, I don't like it. I'm very Aquarius like that. But so when I saw him in the street, I was like, now I understand what people see. I still think I don't understand what people see at all. And not in a bad way. I just didn't get it. But when I saw him, I was like, now I understand. Now I completely get why people are like that about him. He had a very glow. He glowed. He was like he just glowed. I don't know how to explain it, but I could tell, like he's a magnetic person. So with Three of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and Hierophant, I see that I think she might have been kind of difficult to get along with. Yeah, I think she might have been kind of difficult to get. Sun and Capricorns are not an easy sign. They're really not. And I think something that he liked about her was her very strong. He likes strong women. She's very strong. She's very loyal. She's very, very loyal, and I really appreciate that. You haven't heard anything bad. She doesn't say anything bad about him in the press, which is wonderful. I don't ever feel like there's a need to. I always look when people speak in the press badly about a famous ex. I always look more at them than the ex because I have two famous exes, and I would never say anything bad about them in the public, even though one of them I have many stories about. It's not my place to say, and I just don't. It's not just. I feel icky. I would feel so icky if I went to the tabloids about him. I really would. So with the magician, I see that they've tried to the relationship is done. You can see that. But they've tried to work in harmony. They've tried, and I really appreciate that they've never bashed each other as parents of their children. It's such a good thing that they haven't done that. Really, really good. I respect people that do that kind of stuff. But I see here that they really did have trying times. But now she's moved on. She's very happy to see her in a relationship. Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords. She's just very to the point. She's very French. French people tend to be very direct. She's very direct. But I can see she's a very good mother. Very, very good mother. Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups. She's very artistic too. And I think she taught him to express his artistry. I think that they learned a lot from one another, which is very good. And from learning from one another, they also learned to let things go. You know, Seven of Swords, Six of Cups. I think there was a time she was very angry at him. Especially with Amber Heard being younger, you know, I think she thought it was a way to get back at her, Seven of Swords, and her friends were trying to tell her that. But he's not that kind of person, you know. At least to me, he doesn't seem like. And I don't know him, it's just the energy that I get. Okay, so let me read the comments. Do you ever think that Johnny Depp will ever find true love? Yes, I do. I do. If he wants it, you know, I say this all the time, have free will. You have to want it too. You have to be open to it. It came out she was wanting to use him for money and fame. There's an audio where she admits it to a guy in a restaurant. Wow. What kind of people are these? From what I understand, it has nothing to do with her. Thank you so much for that comment, Mary. Because I saw a woman, I think a long time ago, I saw a woman that wanted to date him for, guys, go back. I'm just remembering this now. That I said that there's going to be someone that's going to kind of use him, and it's going to deter him from dating. I remember this. This was like 2.5 years ago. Because I was in the old place, not the house, the apartment that I had. But yeah, I do remember picking up a woman like this. But then after that, I picked up this earth sign woman. Earth sign with voice. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, Miss J says, oh my gosh, yes, one of my good friends is an Aquarius as well. Yeah, we're very much like that. If people like something, we are the opposite. Opposite. We don't like other people, especially February Aquarius. So that's why people say we're stubborn. We're not stubborn. We just like to be different. We don't like to be the same as other people. I've always looked at her sideways for saying she hated the E.T. movie when she was young. Who? Who said that? Who said they hated it? I tell you all the time, I love reality TV, so I don't know anything. Not anything. I know like a few things that happen, but people have to tell me constantly, and I appreciate you guys telling me. I in my For You page on Instagram, it's just coding, makeup, and reality TV. Literally, that's all I see. Yes, she's a February Aquarius. So who are you looking at sideways about the ET? Oh, your friend. Yeah, that's how we are. That's how we are. There's been certain things like Glee. Okay, I love Glee, the show. But I never watched Glee because I was like, everybody else is watching it. I don't want to watch what other people are watching. It's just how we are. It's ingrained in us. If other people are doing it, we don't want to do it. People are like, you haven't seen this? I'm like, nope, and I'm never going to see it. How I ended up seeing Glee was I can't remember why I was at the laundromat, but I used to work on Fridays, but Friday nights. But for some reason, I wasn't working this Friday night. I can't remember why. Because I used to work at a restaurant in Tribeca at that time. But I can't remember why I wasn't working at night. And I was watching it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually like this show. So if it didn't play at the laundromat, I would have never watched it. But I saw them singing and dancing, and I was like, I like that song, and I got captivated. I got hooked. So that's how we have to get caught like that. My internet is acting up. I don't know if you guys can see me. Happening. Can you guys see me? I feel like my internet's acting up. My monitor looks like it's on. Okay, hi guys, I'm back. Can you hear me? Sorry about that. My internet was acting up, so I had to go off for a little while. Um, but oh yay, yeah. I don't know what happened. I have to call T-Mobile because they do my internet, and when I call them, they say it's fine, and then it acts up again. So I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, they don't want me talking about queers. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Claudia, thank you that you're here. Yay. Okay. So let me just get back to the end. So I don't think anything bad happened. It deleted all my Stop. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I don't think anything bad happened. I just think it was mostly cultural difference. Maybe that's why he married an American after. Yeah. So does anybody have anything to say? So sorry about that, guys. I really don't know what happened to my internet. It literally just stopped. I will be going live after this for members only. So please, please, please check that out. If you're a member, you can watch it. Again, I released my app. I'm so proud and happy. It's been a long time coming, and I'm so happy. There are more to come. Um, so I'm working actually on another one with someone who's going to be kind of, well, hopefully, I don't want to jinx it and not say anything because you know how it is. I had a great time tonight. Oh, thank you so much, Brianne. I had a great time too. It was so fun. I love these lives. You know, when I wasn't doing them, I'm actually kind of sad, but I knew that I just didn't have time, and I have to be honest with myself. And when I have time, I have time. When I don't have time, I don't have time. And I had to really be honest with myself and say, yeah. So I'm really happy. So did I. Oh, yeah, good to hear that. Um, Mary, I'm shocked about that Yulia story. That's really crazy, and I feel kind of sad for him, really. But wow, interesting and very interesting. I just hope he's not being. Oh, he's so sweet. I hope it's not the kind of situation Amber Heard 2.0 because hopefully he's learned from that situation. You know. Okay, so I think I want to end it now. Please stay tuned for Members Only Live. Gwendolyn, you can join in. I will be doing Full Moon and Capricorn. Um, are you doing any more Taylor readings? I actually just recorded a Taylor video, so stay tuned. We'll probably release it tomorrow for members, and next week or Friday for everybody else. I just have a very packed week, guys. I've been extremely, extremely busy. The fact that I have to like force myself to still do these because I love this channel so much and I love you all so much. So I have to force myself to do this, otherwise I won't. And I just, you guys are so good to me. I appreciate all of you so, 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 so much. But I'm really trying to still do both. But I've been very busy. Okay, I'm going to end it now. I'm going to be doing the members only live where we do a reading. You can ask me questions, and yeah, so this has been so fun, everybody. Please, if you're rewatching, if you want to make for next week for famous exes, you want to make requests. I do take requests, especially for this. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering like specific exes and so forth. I'm thinking I should do Leonardo DiCaprio next with somebody, one of his exes. One of his many. I'm not being shady. I'm just trying to be witty. Yeah. So, and I've done a lot of Harry Styles. Some of you have asked me to do a Harry Styles video about his new love interest. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate you so much, Gwendolyn. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate the super sticker. Um, I'm, I want to give him some. You know, it must not be easy dating and being a celebrity. So I don't want to hop on about every single person that they kiss or so forth and so forth. You know, I don't want to be like that kind of person. The whole purpose is a chance to learn from situations. So I don't want to become a gossipy. Like every time somebody does something, I'm on them. You know, because I do believe Harry deserves to live. I don't want to choose a person for him, and I don't want his fans to choose a person for him. I know most of you mean well, but some of his fans don't. So I just want to give him some kind of space, and then I will do a reading on him very soon. But I want to live his life too, and I want to be happy. All of them. I really want all of them to be happy. Okay, so I'm going to end this live. Thank you everybody for watching. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's it. If you want to request, I'm taking all of these are requested. So if you want to request, please request. And yeah, oh my gosh, I had a crazy. Do you? I don't know why I keep having these Johnny Depp dreams. I had a very weird. I'm just remembering actually. I think it was on Monday. I had a dream that I. This sounds crazy. I had a dream. I was in a gown, like a hospital gown, and I was pregnant, and I was holding Johnny Depp's hand. And then I gave birth to a baby, and the baby disappeared. And I lost the baby, and I was so worried. I think it's so weird. Isn't that weird? I just remember that. Very strange. But anyway, c'est la vie. I just, do you guys have any idea? My friend was like, maybe these dreams are trying to tell you something. And I was like, what are they trying to tell me? Do you guys know? Maybe Brianne, you might have an inkling about why I keep having Johnny Depp dreams. I think it's so weird. And last year, I think I told you guys this story. For his birthday, I had a dream that he came to somewhere that I frequent, and they're celebrating his birthday. And I was like, "Oh, what are you celebrating?" And he was like, "The woman said his birthday," and it was just so odd. I looked up his birthday the next day, and it was the day of his birthday. So very, very strange. I don't know if you guys have. I'm open to hearing. I'm just like, I find it so weird that I keep having these dreams. Do any of you know why? No? Yes, no? Maybe so. I'm just so curious because my friend is like, your subconscious is telling you something. I'm like, what's my subconscious telling me? And it's if I grew up having a crush on him, I would understand, you know? But I didn't. I didn't grow up ever having a crush on him, so I don't get it. I really, really don't. Um, but I don't know if you're watching replay too, you could tell me. But anyways, I suppose nobody has an answer. But thank you for the super sticker, Gwendolyn. I really, really appreciate it. I'm just curious. I just really want to know. Maybe one day I'll know. Maybe I won't. But I'm just very curious why these specific dreams. But they say pregnancy means creativity. So maybe that's what it was. But then I lost it. I lost the baby, and I was like looking around, this random baby. It was so weird. It was last Monday or this Monday. But I forgot that I had that dream. I was like, oh my gosh, just remembering now. But anyway, I'm going to love and leave you all. But yeah, this has been so fun. Thank you everybody for watching. Like I said, these were all requested. So if you want to request a video of famous exes, I'm most likely to make it. The regular requests, I get a lot of requests, so I can't make every single video. But with famous exes, I need these ideas, and most of them being great, especially these ones I've done. The past ones I've done for like before my break, all of these ones I did. They were just from a specific person. She wrote me a comment, a long comment, and messaged me too. So that's why I did them. But this was the last one. She also said Elon Musk, which I did him and someone else. I'm not crazy about Elon Musk. I think he's a very vengeful human being. But anyways, about to end this live. Join me. I will be doing that live. I know it's really late, but I will be doing the live very soon for members. So check it out. I'll see you guys in just a few if you remember. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining. I love you all. Oh, good night, Gwendolyn. You too. Okay, take care.